Trump is replacing the government. The president-elect has begun picking his cabinet, and the left is pissed. Hard to expect a group of people to have stable emotions when they literally drink soy, hate touching grass, and have Zoom therapy sessions. Trump started with DOGE, not the crypto that I sold too early. Don't ask me how I'm feeling about that one. Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy have been appointed to the Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE for short. They will audit the government for wasteful spending of money and resources. People on the left are asking, is this needed? Is this needed? The Pentagon has never passed an audit. Ever. If you don't pass your yearly audit, your taxes, you go to jail.
Right to jail.
The last time the government was caught losing a bunch of money, 2 towers and a third building that wasn't even near the 2 towers all decided to fall. You probably remember because we never forget. The government should have added that one dude with the squeaky voice that yelled at that lady who spends all her husband's money to investigate the government's spending.
Wingstop, Jack in the Box, McDonald's, Raising Cane's, Asian Bistro.
So I hope Elon and Vivek are careful because our government holds a grudge deeper than the Italian mob. And anyone against this is probably on the Pentagon's payroll, which means they wouldn't get paid. Good. It's like your lazy coworker who takes more vacations than you do days off. Elon does have experience with doing this. He cut 80% of the Twitter staff, and it's running better than ever before. But unfortunately, we also don't get those stupid TikToks of the day in the life of a product manager at Twitter.
Welcome to a day in my life as a Twitter employee. So this past week, went to SF for the first time at a Twitter office, badged in. Honestly, took a moment to just soak everything in. What a blessing. Also started my morning off with an iced matcha from the perch. Then I had a meeting, so quickly scheduled one of these little pod rooms, which were so cool. They're literally noise canceling. Took my meeting, got ready for lunch.
Do you people know what a product manager is? They're micromanagers for people actually doing the work. If you still disagree with the idea that cutting out parts of the federal government is a good idea, well, just stop watching this video now because you don't like the truth, which is why you also love when your wife says your neck beard is cute. The government has a spending problem, as in they keep spending and it's causing us problems. For example, the government in 2023 spent $6 million on boosting Egyptian tourism. The pyramids were built by aliens. You don't need the tourism. If you just want to see aliens, you can for 3.5. I just saved you being scammed by fake tour guides. You're welcome. It was reported that the government also spent $8,000 for a lobster tank. The is this, Bruce Bigelow? There was another $200 million sent to small business owners. Aw, that's nice. What were the businesses? Post Malone, Lil Wayne, Chris Brown, and Smashing Pumpkins. The only small business that's there is Smashing Pumpkins. They aren't that good. Chris Brown, I understand. He probably used it for lawsuits, which the Biden admin is used to. They've spent less when Hunter Biden stays at a hotel. And even Nickelback was a part of this spending. The biggest insult of them all. They deserved $400 million in my opinion. There were $290,000 for diverse bird watching groups, which is probably just a lie. All birds are drones. If it flies, it spies, baby. Also, to anyone who accused me of spreading propaganda because I said something bad about Biden, notice how I wasn't mentioned in any of this spending. I spread misinformation for free. It's hard to get a BetterHelp sponsorship when I insulted their entire customer base.
Ladies and gentlemen,
The Semi-Daily Night Show with Gary TV, your host, Gary.
Tonight's ceremonial first pitch. And please welcome the President of the United States.
We did it, Joe.
just making sure you're paying attention.
Trump has appointed RFK Jr. to the Secretary of Health and Human Services. RFK Jr. has been passionate about making America healthy again and wants to do things like remove seed oils in our food. This, of course, is getting pushback from people like CNN. Our food has so much seed oil in it. I said seed oil, George. You can't invade a nation over seed oil. You actually can't invade a nation that didn't stop you the first time. RFK Jr. is ready to start, and we're here to leak his first few initiatives in his new position. Number 1, he'll be sending the Costco double chocolate chunk cookie guy. How the f*** does he say that? Straight to Guantanamo Bay. The Rizzler will be sent to a deserted island. They lured him pretty easily because deserted sounds like dessert. Number 2, he's declaring the champion in the war between Del Taco and Taco Bell, and rightfully declaring Del Taco as the clear winner. Taco Bell is for people who have no self-respect and don't know how to load a dishwasher. Number 3, RFK will also be opening labor camps for anyone who brings a tripod into the gym and takes 15 minutes to use one machine. I think we all support that one. Number 4, ban Coke Zero and Crown Diet Coke as the outright better option. Change isn't always for the best. Ask the kids in Syria how change worked for them under Obama. Oh, too soon? They were taken too soon. I'm sorry. Number 5, bring back tobacco advertisements. Everything just looked cooler then. Number 6, the nationwide ban of vapes. Good. I don't trust men that vape. How are you a man and you need strawberry lychee air to function? Pride parades are straighter than that. Number 7, the final one, food reviewers will be extradited to Russia. Honestly, good. These people are like the TikTok version of Yelp. Don't Google if these are true. They aren't. I just made them up. The only people who disagree with him can't do more push-ups than him. RFK Jr.'s new position comes to a shock to some, but the last person in charge of health was a shock. I will take the dude with evil birds as a pet that can do push-ups over whatever the that was. Even if he doesn't ban vapes, I will just continue judging people that do vape. Loudly. America might have a new attorney general. Florida Congressman Matt Gaetz is being considered by Trump to be the new attorney general. I found this out because of that tweet. That name is insane. The left can't meme. Some things never change. Now, Matt Gaetz is a controversial figure. He was accused of transporting humans. Well, excuse me. I thought you had to have job experience to work in these kinds of positions. Being accused of transporting humans, I thought was a requirement in the US government. What are those people supposed to do? Go work in the music industry? Actually, yeah, that makes sense. But he might not get the nomination because the House Ethics Committee report. Wait, you're telling me our government has an ethics committee? I've seen more ethics between cartels. Where is the ethics for insider trading committee? The ethics for not forcing senior citizens to make critical decisions committee? The Capitol where Congress literally works has a bar in it. That one makes sense. Half of these drug addicts would get withdrawals by 10 a.m., so that's just a safety measure at this point. The worst part about the bar at the state capitol is you have to have an ID to order alcohol. You didn't have to have an ID to vote in any of the states Kamala won. Matt Gaetz is liked by Trump and his supporters because he usually sides with their thinking. But I'm not entirely sold on the guy, mainly because he looks like he would try to sell me a car with the 15% interest rate and say I'm getting a deal. What I'm saying is I need to do more research on him.
Alcohol, tobacco, and firearms should be the name of a chain of convenience stores in Florida, not a federal agency.
All right, I mean, the allegations were bad, but that was kind of hard. Trump's new cabinet pick is Tulsi Gabbard as the director of national intelligence.
And we haven't even gotten to Tulsi Gabbard potentially having access to national security information. And Russia loves it, loves her.
And I actually think almost more than Matt Gaetz, Tulsi Gabbard's appointment is devastating. As much as she says that she's an anti-war person, she's not. Tulsi Gabbard nomination is a pro-war nomination globally. Point blank, period.
All right, listen here, Jaden Smith, needing Ozempic looking lady and Crazy Eyes AOC. You're wrong. Point blank, period. Tulsi Gabbard, the Hawaiian congressman that's being nominated to be the director of national intelligence, has proven to be anti-war every opportunity she's gotten.
I tweeted, I said, listen, I said, if I was President Joe Biden, the first thing I would have did is made AOC the head of the CIA because nobody looks through phones like Latina women.
AOC is just mad she wasn't appointed by Biden. Women find out everything, especially Latino women, as Kristi D said. I would know I'm engaged to one. We don't even share a bank account, and my fiance knows when I bought something stupid. She's like the IRS. They demand you tell them what you did when they already know what you did. It's like taxes. Placing Tulsi as the director of national intelligence is a good thing, unless you're Raytheon, Boeing, Lockheed Martin, the CIA, Zelensky, or just about anyone who profits off a constant state of war. America's endless appetite for war should be stopped. Living in a constant state of war is exhausting. Trust me, I know I'm dating a Latina. What? Oh, nothing. Babe, I'm just filming a YouTube video. No, I didn't make any jokes about you. I'll be right there. No, I swear I didn't buy that. Sorry, we're back. The man appointed to be the Secretary of Defense for Trump is Pete Hegseth. I pronounced that wrong probably, but I don't care. A veteran who served in the Middle East and worked at Fox News. That's Trump's dream man. I'm kidding about the Putin joke. It's just funny. You can laugh. We all know the Russian collusion story was as real as a CNN headline. I'm just here for the jokes. Pete also has allegations against him. Trump's cabinet members seem to have all two things in common. The left hates them and horrible allegations. Now, I don't know much about the guy. I don't watch Fox News, but the left really dislikes him, especially for his Crusader cross tattoo. Now, we shouldn't judge people's ability to work a job on their tattoos. I have a fucking pineapple on my arm and then a skull with a golden tooth on my ankle. I'm a wannabe Captain Jack Sparrow if you looked at my tattoos, but I'm still good at my job. If we're gonna judge people's looks on their job's ability, what the fuck is this? I know what you're thinking. But lip gloss is actually part of the U.S. Navy's uniform. Always has been. And one of the most controversial cabinet picks for Trump is Kristi Noem. She's being proposed to be the Secretary of Homeland Security. Kamala was put in charge of the border. What experience does she have putting minorities in jail? Oh, that's all she has experience doing. I'm sorry. I had to do that one. Kristi Noem, you actually probably have heard of her. She was the lady that is famous for unaliving her dog. Now, they are just allegations. She wrote about it? Who unalives an innocent dog and writes about it? Well, I guess the governor of South Dakota, actually. Kristi Noem only prides herself in career achievements. She's like your friend's mom who got divorced in her 40s because she loves her job more than her family, then gets wine drunk and kind of hits on you. Only crazier. She also unalived her goat the same day as her dog. These aren't even allegations. It's literally in her book, No Going Back, The Truth on What's Wrong with Politics and How We Move America Forward. You might want to go back. And what's wrong with politics? It might be psychopaths like you. You unalive 2 animals in one day. If your cat meowed too loud that night, it could have been a massacre. Okay, let's stay positive though. We don't actually know her that well. What is she appointed to do? Hopefully it doesn't take compassion and a level head. She's in charge of the country's safety. Well, if we ever end up at war with dogs or goats, we're gonna be safe, I guess.
We'll do it live. We'll do it live.